Y'all come make a bridal bouquet with me. Super important before you make a bouquet to make sure all your stems are just clean and prepped and ready to go, because when you start making it, you only have one hand. The other hand, you're placing your flowers. So if they're not cleaned or prepped, you literally can't. But it just makes your life a whole lot easier if you just prep all of your flowers before you start designing. So sometimes the ranunculus can be flimsy and not very sturdy, and they don't stay where you want them to. So you can take a piece of straight wire and just very slowly and very intentionally piercing the center of the ranunculus and threading that wire down through the stem of the ranunculus. The stem is hollow, so it will just stay right in there, and you can see once the wire is added that the ranunculus stays up straight and is sturdier. I just kind of push down that tip of the wire with the edge of my clippers to make sure you couldn't see it. This book is pretty round and fluffy vibes, so just starting with a base of hydrangea, which just gives you a nice, it's great to start with hydrangea for this style of bouquet because it gives you the shape, it gives you the structure, and you can just kind of weave the rest of your flowers through this hydrangea base. Then I'm going to go in with my spray roses. These are white Majolica spray roses. Something that's super helpful too when you're making a bouquet, people do it different ways. I'm just kind of holding it so the front is facing me so I can see what it will look like as if someone else was holding it. Now I'm going in with my roses. I have two different types of roses. This is Tibet, and then I also have Playa Blanca. They're both white and they're both pretty, they're just different. The Playa is more of kind of like a roughly garden rose center, while the Tibet, they just open up a little bit better. Now I'm going in with my ranunculus, and this is definitely something I like to keep them, again, a little bit higher just to kind of float above the others, to give that dimension and just honestly to give them a moment because they're so beautiful. Okay, now I'm going in with my viburnum, which I absolutely love. Viburnum is one of my favorite flowers. You add viburnum to something and just instantly more interesting. It's just prettier. Again, and you can see that too is adding a different layer. If you price appropriately and recipe appropriately, it gives you the freedom. This really needs just one or two more roses to look complete, and it's okay, you can do that. Here I'm cutting my stems, and then I'm going to use waterproof Oasis tape to wrap the stems. So this will make sure even if it gets wet that it's gonna hold. This tape is amazing, it's super strong. I'm just going around the stems a couple times at that same binding point of where I was holding my hands so it doesn't change the shape.